Hey, my practice biopsy dentist, it's D'Angelo here, and today we are going to talk about something that any practice owning dentist deals with on a regular basis. That's going to be dental staffing. Okay, so we're going to talk about two types of hiring and staffing philosophies. The first one is the beggar's bucket, the second one is the honeypot. Okay. Now, I know from doing this a long time that probably 90% of dentists, when it comes to hiring, fall in this beggar's bucket philosophy. And that means they basically have no active recruiting system for hiring. And now, most big companies have entire departments for recruiting. And most dentists don't devote any time to this at all. So, where does that lead us? So, if we do ask ourselves this simple auditing question, the question is, do I have a system that brings in candidates to work at my office, even when we're fully staffed and don't really need to hire? If the answer is yes, you're probably the honeypot. If the answer is no, you're probably the beggar's bucket. Okay, so the beggar's bucket is a reactive means of hiring and staffing. Signs that you're this approach could be that every time you feel like you need to hire or add a new team member, you feel like it's desperate. You're just putting a post on Indeed and praying and hoping that someone replies. And then when someone finally shows up, you're almost accepting any warm body that you can get to come work in your practice. These doctors always kind of panic when it's time to hire. They don't see it as an opportunity. They just see it as something to panic about. But the honeypot approach, they don't panic. They're prepared. This is a proactive approach as opposed to a reactive approach. These types of dentists and hirers, and they are going to have a pre-built pipeline of qualified people. How do we do this? There's several ways. These are just a couple ideas, all right? But basically, we want to establish a foundational database of qualified applicants that we can call on when we feel the need to expand or grow our office or add a new team member. One way to do this is very simple, is you can put a careers page on your website. Many companies have this. Almost no dental offices do, other than sometimes DSO websites. They'll have a careers page. So if you've got an applicant who's thinking of working for you or interested, or maybe you interviewed them and they want to learn more about your office, they go to their website and they see a careers page. Well, on that page, you can have a formal way for them to contact you. You can have a list of motivational reasons why they would want to work for you. What type of benefits would they get working for you? Why is it a great job? What's your team culture like? What's your company vision like? So you could very easily build a page on your website, a careers page. Why would someone want to work at your office? Okay, that builds the culture of proactive hiring. Okay, something else you can do is use Indeed, but use it differently. Use the job hiring websites differently than you've probably been using them. Most dentists, they post an ad or they pay some money through one of these websites and they hope someone applies. We can be proactive. So on websites like Indeed, you can scalp for resumes. So you could delegate to a team member. You can pull resumes of your zip code or area that have dental experience. And you can store them in a database or a spreadsheet. And you can go through those proactively. You could say, all right, these are 10 good people with dental experience in my area. I'm going to put them in their database. Here's their phone number. Here's their email. If I ever need to hire, I'm not starting from zero. I've already scalped Indeed for local qualified dental people, okay? Also, you could run ads. ARA, always run ads. If you're always running ads, even when you don't need to hire, you'll always have a steady trickle of resumes coming in, okay? Something else you can do is host events. Now, sometimes these events could be fun. Like you could host an office pool party. You could host an office, coffee for the community. You could rent out a bowling alley and have a really fun event to give back to the community. And guess what? People in the community that are dental professionals might attend. Hygienists, receptionists, dental assistants, and they are going to get to know you as a cool, fun office. And you're going to get to know them as well. You can also do educational things, okay? You could host a CE for dental hygienists and teach them something that you know that's valuable, okay? You could host an introduction to the dental career event for high school or near a community college, or just post it on Facebook and say you're hosting it at your office and see who shows up for anyone who's interested in a career in dentistry. And you could get someone without experience, but who's really motivated from an event like that. Again, if you host like a CE event for hygienists or a training event for dental team members, you'll meet a bunch of people there and you remember who they are, okay? Cultivate and have touch points, okay? So when you're building this pipeline, you're not ready to hire them, okay? But you don't want to forget these good people and you don't want them to forget you either. So when you cultivate this pipeline, you are going to interview some of these people that you're not hiring, but you're going to be transparent about that. You're not going to interview them and they think they're going to get a job. They're probably not, because you're not hiring right now, because you're being proactive, okay? You're going to reach out to them and say, hey, you really stood out to us. Your personality at the bowling alley when I met you, hygienist, was really awesome. I think you'd be a great fit for our team. Or person on Indeed, your resume stood out to our team. We're not hiring right now, but we would like to meet you to establish a connection so that if we are ever hiring, or if you're ever looking for a new job, we know if we're a good fit. So we'd like a really casual Zoom interview or sit down at a coffee shop style interview, a meet and greet with yourself or your team to do this. And then you can meet them and you can see if you like them and they can see if they like you. And then in 9 months, 10 months, 12 months, when you want to hire or they need a new job, you guys know each other. Okay, that's a way to cultivate this pipeline. Another thing you can do is touch points. Okay, so let's say that there are some dental team members who are in your pipeline. You're not ready to hire them, but you really like them. Okay, you can say, hey, you're living your life. You're going to go to the CE course. Hey, applicant, me and my team are going to this CE course next month. I thought it was really interesting. Here's the information in case you or your team want to attend as well. Okay? Doesn't mean they need to actually go. They're just saying, oh, I got an email from this dental office. They were really nice. Oh, they're still thinking about me. Oh, I guess now I'm still thinking about them. These are sample ways to build your hiring pipeline so that you can be the honeypot and attract candidates, not the beggar's bucket and be begging desperate for candidates. Proactive versus reactive, okay? The last one here on this list, it's going to be the FFPs, okay? This is friends and friendly professionals, okay? So friends of your staff. Hey, do you guys have any friends who work in dental offices that you think would be a good fit for our office? Yes, my friend Mary works in a dental office. She hates her job. She always said she'd like to work in an office like ours. She goes in your pipeline. Friendly professionals. This is someone who is at Starbucks or working at Target and they're super nice and they have great customer service and you can't believe this person seems so smart and intelligent and a great smile, and they are working at Target making $15 an hour, and you talk to them and you say, wow, this was so great, and they're like, yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'm a dentist. Oh, I always wanted to work in healthcare. Well, here, take my business card. Send us an email. We'll keep you in mind. You put them in the database. That is a friendly professional that you have met. Friends, family professional. All these people go in the database. All of these people help you with dental staffing so that you can be the honeypot, not the beggar's bucket. You can be proactive, not reactive, and hiring and staffing will be a lot less stressful in your dental practice going forward. As always, practice biopsy. If you like my group and content, please invite your other dental and dental student friends to join the Practice Biopsy Facebook group. Also check out practicebiopsy.com for a lot of additional educational and CE information. Bye, guys.